time, and there are so many other good questions, and we shouldn't waste our time on this. It's just about the players which are there, and that's it. Okay, so I won't be answering questions about players who are not in the squad. I will just answer if you have questions about players who are in the squad. I will answer them or anything else, but I won't talk too much about players who are not in the squad. Okay, because there are like 400 possible players who also could be in the national team, but they're not in the squad. Okay. So we will start with the announcement. The goalkeepers, we have Lawrence Atizigi from St. Gallen. We have Joseph Wallacott from Crawley Town. We have Frederick Asari from Asante Kotoko. Defenders, we have Tariq Lamte from Brighton, Hove and Albion. We have Kingsley Schindler from Samsunspor. We have Alexander Jiku from Fenerbahce Istanbul. We have Abdul Mumin from Rayo Vallecano. We have Mohamed Salisu from AS Monaco. We have Jerome Opoku from Istanbul Başakşehir. We have Alidou Seydou from Stade Rennes. We have Gideon Menza from AG Auxerre. We have Isaac Afur from FC Samatex. We have in the midfield Thomas Partey, FC Arsenal, Ibrahim Sulemana, Atalanta Bergamo, Majid Ashimero from Anderlecht. We have Elisha Wusu from AG Auxerre. We have Mohamed Kudus from West Ham United. The forwards are Ibrahim Osman from Feyenoord Rotterdam, Ernest Nuoma from Olympique Lyon, Ishaku Abdul Fatau from Leicester City, Antoine Semenyo from AFC Bournemouth, Jordan Ayew from Leicester City, Joseph Pencil from LA Galaxy, Brendan Thomas Asante from Coventry City, and Iñaki Williams from Athletic Bilbao.
Thank you very much, Coach. So 25 players have been named. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for your questions. You raise your hand. You tell us your name, your media house, and your question.
You will be on the sideline against another Ghanaian coach, whom you have sort of worked with before. Looking at the bigger picture, what do you think the impact of this will be to the other coaches here in Ghana, looking at the fact that there are two Ghanaian coaches who will be coaching on an international level? Thank you.
I really don't know what an impact it will have on other coaches. I have big respect for Kwesi Appiah for what he has achieved as a player, but also as a coach for Ghana. I'm looking forward to this game, but to be honest, for me, it doesn't matter who's on the other side. We're looking at our team. We're trying to prepare ourselves best as possible, and that's the most important thing for us. And I think in this game, very much, it's mostly about us, our attitude towards the game, and this is what we're looking at. And for me, to be honest, I don't really look too much behind. You know, what was... I can also say, like, okay, I was, German champion. I played with Ghana at the World Cup, but it's not relevant at the time. Especially like 2022 was 2 years ago. It was a different team. I don't think take this statistic into to this situation now. I don't think it's relevant, to be honest. We can also take statistic that, okay, we had a match against Nigeria, which was very, very tough, where, let's say, me as a coach, I had a lot of negative things coming against me, but we still managed to qualify. We can look for positive things, we can look for negative things. So for me, it's surely about looking also at the last games we had. And if I'm very, very honest with you, we played against Mali, we played against CAF, where we really did well, I think. Angola, to be honest, we played well, but we didn't win. And so at the end, it's bad. But if we take like the last 4 games, the Niger game was very, very bad. And this is what I'm looking for. And then we look for the why. And the why is I think we need to improve our defensive discipline to not to concede too many goals. And discipline comes with a certain attitude among the players. And this is my responsibility to teach the players to be very, very disciplined and demanding, not only about themselves, but also about the others. And this is a little bit like one of many things which I need to break a little bit. And I know it's a normal thing in the Ghanaian culture, especially like if they are, let's say, senior players, this is a senior player and this and that. No, but especially where I come from, like where I was born in Germany, it's not a topic. On the pitch, it's just about to play and to coach and to help each other and to criticize each other to make your partner better. But also, at the same time, when you demand from others to sprint back, to defend aggressively, it also brings demands on yourself because you can't be talking and at the same time you're not doing it. So it elevates every player up. And this is what I'm looking for. This is what we need to change, and this is what we need to bring into the dressing room. It's very, very important that after the game, we stick to our tradition. We have respect for elder people, we have respect for senior players and so on. But on the pitch, I want everyone to be demanding, to shout, to criticize, to show positive energy, to criticize in a positive way, but also to show solutions, and then also to demand a certain attitude from each and every player. And this is what was missing in the last game, and this is what I'm looking for, even at the training. And this is what we need to change. If somebody loses in training, I don't want to see him happy, to be honest. I want him to look for a solution, to talk to his teammate what they could have done better. And there we need to take many steps ahead, and the result will be that we won't concede as many goals as we did. And what position players play at the club level and then also in an international level with the national team, it's always a challenge. As you just said it, if you just, let's say, mention those two players, maybe we take Jordan also in addition. It's not about the player, it's about the team. And we have to see what is best for the team. And if, let's say, both or all of them are playing as wingers, we still need maybe somebody who plays the number 9 position. So whatever I do, I'll do something maybe that is not equivalent to the position in the team. But for me, I think the most important is the team, most important thing. And I have to, and we as a staff, as a coaching staff, have to think about the best possible solution where we can think each of our players can harm our opponent as much as possible. And this is what we're looking for.
Good afternoon, Coach. Please, my name is Yabi Manchester from Origin FM.
I know you.
Okay, Coach. My question is about some few weeks ago, we all saw ex-players being interviewed by the select committee members from the parliament. And I listened to Stephen Appiah's conversation with the parliamentarians. Two things that he said that is important to me, I want to know. He emphasized on some time ago, during their time in 2006, we have local players being called to the national team to the extent of even benching some of the senior players. He even mentioned of the likes of Shila Ilyasu, the likes of Habib Mohammed, that they came to the squad and benched even those time, let me classify it as the big players, those that were playing at abroad. But this time around, it's not happening so. So I want to know, is it true? If it is true, then what is the essence of calling the local players? If now the quality are low, that is why when you call them to the national team, you don't give them the opportunity to play. Or two, is it because the league is not up to the standard? So you think that when you give them the opportunity, maybe the tactics that you play, it will not bring success to your tactics. And thirdly, I want to know, if it's true, then what is the essence of calling the local players? Why don't you leave them for them to continue for their clubs? Thank you.
Okay, like you said, it's very, very complex. At the end, every coach has his different playing style. I don't think we can compare 2006 to this year, 2024. It's a different year, different players, and I'm looking for players who can fit to the way I want to play. So for me, I said it before, it doesn't matter if you're a local player or a non-local player. And, this dividing of the players, for me, I don't think it's fair. So let's say, I don't know, you say Habib Mohammed, after the World Cup, he would be called by an Italian club. Then the next day, the day before he was a local player, then now he's not a local player anymore. You know? Yes, but if he would have been called for Italy the next day after the World Cup, he's no more a local player. So maybe you shouldn't call him then. I know. So for me, the division of local player, not local player, I don't get it. Let's say Kudus is coming from Nima, and he grew up. This is where he learned to play football. So now he's playing for West Ham. So he's no more a local player. Or what? For me, I don't get it. It's for me. It's not like where you play. It's how you play. How you play, this is the most important thing for me, and it's not about where you play. And if a player catches my attention, then I will call him. And I don't care if he's a local player or not. And there are so many things which I have to take in consideration. The way he trains, the way he plays, the way also the other players played before, and then at the end. I would have the last word, but we as a coaching team, we are looking for good players, no matter where. If they're in the local league, if they play in Europe, if they play in Asia, in America, whatever, we don't care about it. And we're looking just at players which fit into the way we want to play. And this is the most important thing for us, that we find those players. And surely we can always say, look about one game, but we can also say, okay, we played against Mali, we played against Central African Republic, we won. I think the first half against Central African Republic, to be honest, was not good, but the second half was very, very good, and we showed a very good attitude to come back from being behind. And Mali was very good, and so for me, it's about the good players, and not about local player, non-local player. This topic, to be honest, I don't get it. And if somebody shines, he will be called. I can understand that people are not happy. It's a very, very difficult situation. But like I said before, we were in difficult situations before. To be honest, I faced a lot of negativity before my first appearance here. When I came, we played against Nigeria, we qualified. Then also when I came back, a lot of negativity. Difficult situation, we played against Mali, and we won, and it was okay. And now again, surely a difficult situation, and very, very understandable. To be honest, I hate to lose. And I was also pissed. I was very disappointed, especially after the Niger game. And the Angola game, I think we have to see it separately. We can't put it, even though we lost, and results is what counts in these sports. I think surely it should be seen a little bit separately, but because this is football. I played in Germany in the first division. We lost to a fourth division in the cup game. Sometimes this happens. You have chances, you don't score, and they have maybe one or two chances they score. So I want to exclude this match, but Niger was really, really bad. Disappointing, and like I said before, for us, it's about to bring the certain spirit which you talked about to this team. And it has to be there always, not only when we play against Nigeria or when we play against Mali or whoever. It has to be there against every team. And there, again, I'm talking about defensive discipline, to be ready to run an extra mile, to be ready to stop our opponents from creating chances. Sometimes, and this is also part of football, we have to foul. Maybe you get a yellow card. I want to see this passion. I want to see aggressiveness. And this is the basis which we should have in every game. And if we have this, I think we will win a lot of games. But it's not there, and this was missing in the last game. And this is surely my responsibility, and I have to be to bring the players on their toes to bring this as a basic thing into the training, but also on the pitch. We know that they can play football, and it's a combination of passion and willingness to win, but also of the tactical transformation on the pitch. And at the end, it's the players who decide if we win or not. And it's on me to bring in these players who will show this commitment on the pitch. And it's also on the players to fight for their spot on the pitch. And we will see in the training what we do. I'm not 100% sure yet what we will do, if there will be changes, many changes or not. But I want to see the hunger on the pitch. And for me, I had a lot of talks, to be honest. I went also around to visit some players, to talk to them directly, because I was very, very unhappy about a lot of players, the way they performed. So we had very, very good talks. But now it's time for action. Everybody can talk. We can talk good, and everybody can say, I want to give 100%. But for me, talk is very, very cheap. It's easy to talk, but we have to see it on the pitch. And if it happens like in Angola, this is also part of football. To be honest, sometimes it's like that. You try to score, the goal doesn't go in. It happens to every team. The probability that it will happen again, if you put in such an effort, it's very, very low. But I'm very, very sure that we have a high probability if we bring in this basics, passion, this spirit to defend especially, but also to be determined to win and to score, and combine it with the tactical collectiveness to deliver on the pitch. Then I'm very, very sure that we'll win the game then. On the strikers, I know that everybody is looking for goals, especially from the strikers. And I'm also looking for goals. So we discussed a lot, and we always discuss a lot about the players which should be called. And we have the strong belief that those are the best strikers we have in this country, and that's why we call them. And the second question, I said it before, it's always difficult. I can understand. And he's on our radar. We are in touch. But I think, okay, I said I wouldn't answer, but I answered for you. It's an excellent striker. Excellent striker, Michael Bedu is an excellent striker, and we see what will happen in the future. Like I said, at the moment, this is what we think. Iñaki is scoring at Bilbao, Semenyo scoring, Bournemouth. So, to be honest, I think the Premier League is a little bit tougher than the Swedish league, and this is the reason, why they're in front at the moment. But we'll see what will happen in the future. He's a very good striker, and looking forward to get to know him personally.
Colleagues, last two questions and then we'll wrap up. Thank you. Two questions.
My name is Monica Kupari from GH1 TV. I want to ask you, with the current squad that you've given us, what will be your measure in accessing the whole team that you've given us? What's the success that we are expecting? And also, how are you managing the emotions of these strikers or players who are doing so well in their clubs, but then when they come to the national team, it's a bit tougher for them? I guess they have emotions and they go through a lot. How do you manage them for them to accept and come back to play part again?
So, I know for, let's say in general, coaches, we don't have time. But I'm a strong believer that success needs time and also needs consistency. And for me, I think the best thing I can do for them is to call them, to show my trust in them, and we as a coaching staff to show our trust in them, that we believe in them. And we had like I said, last week also we had good talks with also some of them. And I strongly believe that they will deliver. Otherwise I wouldn't call them. And like I said, as a team, when we have our defensive discipline and our defensive hunger to protect the goal as like a lion, I'm sure we will be awarded with goals up front.
Please, card number GE 815. You block somebody, the person wants to go. So please kindly do the annexing.
Yes, Coach. My name is Yao Ejimi, and I'm from CTFM Channel 1 TV. Some of the players that you've invited for these qualifiers, they've been involved in social issues, addressing social issues. And right now in Ghana, the present social issue is the fight against galamsey. Let's say your players take a stance against galamsey. Would you be comfortable with it? And this is also to Henry Asatichu, as a communications director for the Ghana Football Association. Let's say some of the players take a stance against galamsey. What is the position of the FA? Thank you.
I think, to be honest, we have so many, and I think it's a serious problem, very serious problem, but we have to do and focus on our job. You know, there are a lot of things which have also distracted maybe myself also. You know, I'm questioning myself, or I was questioning myself, okay, what could I have done better? If, let's say, I have an accident, there's nothing I can do about it. But you know, there are other things and also other distractions to the team. And for us, to be honest, it's about focusing on Sudan and nothing else. After we win, then we can talk about every other topic. Okay? Thank you.
Coach, it's difficult to describe the Koscielny factor. Earlier you tried answering that question. Koscielny is not just another Ghanaian. In our last 2 games, we didn't do too well. We lost on goal on home soil. 24 years, the first time we lost. We lost to Niger on the neutral ground, although it's supposed to be a home ground. So definitely you must be under pressure to win the next game. You're playing against a team handled by Koscielny, a Ghanaian, not just another Ghanaian. First of all, former captain of the Black Stars, an assistant coach of the Black Stars for 6 years, a substantive coach of the Black Stars for 4 years, who knows all the inner workings of the Black Stars, and currently an executive committee member of the F, who sits in our meetings. It's unbelievable. So definitely, I don't know to what extent this weighs on you. It will be surprising if it doesn't really play on your mind. The issue of Koscielny.
Maybe a little side story. My grandmother, who passed away for a long time, was admiring you. Yeah? So you've always been in our thoughts. She was always like, who is this handsome guy? Okay, so I mean, I have so much of big respect for Koscielny even more as a human being than what he has achieved, you know, for Ghana. And big respect for him, for what he's done so far, also with the Sudan team. They are leading in their World Cup qualifiers in a group with Senegal, Guinea-Bissau, and Togo. I mean, there's no way we will underrate them. They are very good. And for those who sometimes, and also the players, sometimes maybe it comes in their minds that, we play against Niger or we play against, no, those times are over. So I don't like to compare, like maybe 2006, we did this, and this is 2024. Everybody can play, everybody can defend, like I said, and they are leading the World Cup group with 10 points. Nobody is bringing this statistics, but this is a fact. So we are very much aware of their ability and their strength. And to be honest, for me, and this is how I also made it as a player, I will always put aside who is playing against me. Like, sometimes I knew people personally, but I have to play hard against them. And it will be the same way. Like I said, I have so much of a respect for Koscielny, for what he has achieved in his life, especially for Ghana. But we have to put everything aside. If we play, it's about us. It's about us showing our defensive discipline, our passion on the pitch. We have good footballers. We have better footballers than them. So we have to win this game. We are very much under pressure, but we were under pressure against Nigeria those days, and also against Mali when we had our away game with me the first time as a coach. And I don't know. Sometimes I think maybe the players need this. I don't know, But we're very much aware that this is a very, very important game. But we have to put everything aside, and this is how it works. Also, as a player, you don't think about who it is or what it is. You just give your all. You don't care who it is because it can affect you, and you have to be focused on the way we want to play as a team and the way we think we can win against your opponent, no matter who it is.
Colleagues, we are also grateful for your coming. Let me once again announce that the dates for the two games have changed. The first game will be played on Thursday, October 10, and the next reverse fixture in Libya will be played on Tuesday, October 15. Campaign resumes on Monday. We are expecting the players to fly in from Sunday through to Monday, and then our first training will be on Monday. We will definitely communicate the plans of the FA as regards media engagement and other decisions from the head coach and the technical team via our official platforms, the websites and social media as we build up to the two matches. On behalf of my colleagues, Professor Joseph Kwame Minta, Technical Director of the Football Association, Neil Armstrong Motago, Head of PR and Strategy, and my brother Joseph Tetezuta, who is the National Teams Department, and then Sheikh Tofik, who is also with the Communications Department. Let me say once again that we acknowledge your presence and we really, really appreciate your coming. As we build up to the two games, we can only wish the Black Stars the best of luck. Enjoy your Friday afternoon and keep well. Thank you.
Thank you very much.